I'm Julia Sondu, showing you where development is happening. Please come and join us. Over 20 Hamas fighters involved in October 7th attacks arrested during IDF op at Nasser Hospital. Soldiers detained Hamas fighters and located weapons in hospital compound. Israel Defense Forces announced on Friday morning that special forces are continuing operations at Nasser Hospital in Khan Younis. The Commando Brigade, Shayetet 13, and additional special forces units continue to conduct a limited operation against the Hamas organization within the Nasser Hospital in Khan Younis, IDF spokesman Daniel Hagari said. The activity is based on IDF intelligence indicating Hamas activity against IDF troops was being carried out from within the hospital. According to the IDF spokesman, over 20 Hamas fighters who participated in the October 7th were apprehended and dozens of other suspects have been taken for questioning. Among the suspects detained were a Hamas ambulance driver who participated in the October 7th attack, another suspect who admitted his involvement in the attacks, and an operative with the Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine, PFLP, operative, Hagari said. During searches throughout the hospital compound, IDF soldiers also located mortar shells, grenades and additional weapons belonging to the Hamas organization. Hamas previously used the hospital as a launch pad to fire mortar shells, including during a Hamas attack last month, which was revealed in IDF radar imagery. Hagari said, "The IDF will continue to operate in accordance with international law against the Hamas organization, which cynically operates from within hospitals and civilian infrastructure." He also said that using hospital facilities for military purposes is a violation of international law. The use of hospitals for Hamas activities, firing mortar shells from civilian areas, and for holding hostages are against the international law, Hagari stated. On Thursday evening, Hagari revealed footage from the interrogation of a Hamas fighter, who confessed that dozens of Hamas operatives were at Nasser Hospital in Khan Younis during the war. During the interrogation, Hamas fighter described how Hamas operatives guarded the gates and entrances of the hospital buildings. He also said that at least 10 abductees were held there. The Hamas fighter admitted that Hamas stored weapons in the hospital and also said that Hamas operatives in the hospital surrounded themselves with displaced civilians. "They exploit civilians to protect themselves, human shields, that's what they called it," he said. Israel finds boxes of medicine intended for Gaza hostages in hospital. The names of hostages were written on the boxes with the medications, which appeared to have never reached the captives. Israel has updated families of Gaza hostages on Friday that IDF found boxes with medicine, intended for their loved ones in Hamas captivity, at the Nasser Hospital in the southern Gazan city of Khan Younis, the IDF confirmed following a Channel 13 report. The names of hostages were written on the boxes with the medications, which appeared to have never reached the captives. "The finding is being examined," the IDF said. Israeli forces launched a targeted operation within the hospital on Thursday, aiming to apprehend Hamas and recover the bodies of hostages. The IDF announced it had begun delivering supplies to Nasser Hospital, including water, medicine, and food, according to an IDF spokesperson. Additionally, Shayetet 13 special forces brought replacement generators for the hospital while engineers tried to get the main generator back online. In a Thursday briefing, IDF spokesperson Admiral Daniel Hagari stated, "Sadly, we know that some hostages are no longer alive. We are committed to finding and returning the bodies of those hostages in Gaza. We have credible intelligence from a number of sources, including from released hostages, indicating that Hamas held hostages at the Nasser Hospital in Khan Younis and that there may be bodies of our hostages in the Nasser Hospital facility," Hagari continued. The IDF also announced that they had located weapons in the hospital and detained dozens of suspects for questioning. Major General Yaron Finkelman, commander of the Southern Commander, said, "This was a precise, high-quality, and focused operation, which so far has helped us arrest dozens, including inside the hospital. We will continue, act, and fight everywhere, including here in the city of Khan Younis, in the heart of the city, and everywhere in the Gaza Strip." Israel bombards Gaza, with biggest functioning hospital under siege. Gaza's largest functioning hospital was under siege on Friday in Israel's war with Islamist group Hamas, leaving patients and doctors helpless in the chaos as warplanes struck Rafah, the last refuge for Palestinians in the enclave, officials said. Israeli forces remained in Nasser Hospital in the town of Khan Younis after raiding it early Thursday. Israel said it moved into the hospital because Hamas militants were hiding there. The Israeli military said on Friday its troops detained more than 20 militants in the hospital who participated in the October 7th attacks on Israel and dozens of others for questioning. Hamas denies there were militants in the hospital, describing the claim as lies aimed to cover up for destroying hospitals. The Gaza Health Ministry said the hospital lost power and remained without electricity on Friday, jeopardizing patient care. But the Israeli military said it repaired one generator and provided another, ensuring all vital systems continued to operate. The military said it provided aid including baby food and water. The incursion at the hospital raised alarm about patients, medical workers and displaced Palestinians sheltering there. There are still critically injured and sick patients that are inside the hospital, said Tarek Jasarevich, spokesperson for the World Health Organization, which said its staff was trying to reach the hospital after the Israeli raid. There is an urgent need to deliver fuel to ensure the continuation of the provision of life-saving services. About 10,000 people were seeking shelter at the hospital earlier this week, but many left either in anticipation of the Israeli raid or because of Israeli orders to evacuate, the Gaza Health Ministry said. The war began when Iran-backed Hamas sent fighters into Israel on October 7, killing 1,200 people, mostly civilians, and seizing 253 hostages, according to Israeli tallies. Israel's air and ground offensive has since devastated much of Gaza, killing 28,775 people, also mostly civilians according to Palestinian health authorities, and forcing nearly all of its more than 2 million inhabitants from their homes. There is mounting international concern the humanitarian crisis in Gaza could worsen sharply if the Israeli military decides to storm the southern border city of Rafah, where more than half of the densely populated enclave's people are taking shelter in anticipation of a major attack. An Israeli airstrike hit 2 houses in Rafah in the southern Gaza Strip on Friday, health officials said. This is the end of our program today. See you on Intervlog same time tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get new video updates. Thank you for watching Intervlog. Thank you.